GeminiJets 2006. Today I'm going to be doing a very special review of the new GeminiJets. I believe it was March. I think it was a March release of the British Airways Concorde in the modern British Airways livery. So let's get into it. So actually, before we get into it, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my last couple of reviews have been of pretty odd planes, like the Volga Dnieper Antonov 124, or the VC-32, or C-32A. Got the VC and C confused in my head. And that is because, oh yeah, and of course the Virgin Galactic right there. That is, it's kind of been hard to stay interested, so I'm just getting things that are really interesting, and the releases I think haven't been too great. I'll put a picture. There are a couple that I like the new Eastern Airlines 767. I like that, but mainly because over there I have an Eastern Airlines book of a bunch of pamphlets. You can see the review. I'll put an info card up if YouTube still allows you to use info cards. I don't remember, stupid COPPA ruined everything. But let's get to the box. So starting with the front, top left corner GeminiJets logo, top right corner made for collectors by collectors, typical computer generated image of the aircraft in the middle. Plain blue background. Here we have a British Airways logo, Concorde. They didn't get the Aerospatiale logo in there, but that's cool. I don't know if that's the font that the Concorde uses. I've never actually seen one. 1:400 scale die-cast model aircraft. If you flip up the look inside tab, there it is. You can pause if you want to read that. Here, you can pause if you want to read that. Just some information. Side of the box, GeminiJets 1:400 scale die-cast model. Concorde, there's a little computer-generated image, adult collectible model. Same thing as the other side. Bottom, it's highly collectible, superior quality, realistic metal landing gear, detailed printed graphics as real as it gets features. Here we have a computer-generated image of the aircraft climbing. GeminiJets logo, as real as it gets. That's their social media. Same thing, highly collectible, superior quality, blah blah blah. Just some copyrights. So that's the box. So let's open it up. So just like all GeminiJets boxes or models, just pull this tab out right here. That flips up. Reach in, grab this little plastic tray. Put this box off to the side. Then slide this top tray off. There's a little sheet of plastic, and there's the aircraft, and you can just gently pull it out, and there is the GeminiJets Concorde. So looking at the model, I'm going to get straight to something that I know a lot of people are going to want to know. No, unfortunately, the droop snoot.
The Concorde featured a droop snoot.
Droop snoot?
Yeah, the snoot would droop.
The snoot drooped.
Does not function. I mean, that's 1:400 scale. You can't expect things like that. Another thing I know people are going to be interested in, the registration is Golf Bravo Oscar Alpha Bravo, which if we look here, that is, well, I can tell here that this is the one that is at London Heathrow. I believe it's a museum. I've never been to Heathrow, so I don't know. I believe it's a museum though. But that is the registration. So let me just turn this off to the side. Okay. So starting at the front of the model, the tip of the nose isn't very sharp. That's probably the least accurate piece on it. It kind of droops down. It really should come to a point. But it doesn't. There you can see the line for the droop snoot is modeled, and the windshield that pops up and down is also marked there with a couple of lines. I should get a toothpick to do this. British Airways ribbon right there, and British Airways front door, and I think that that's supposed to be the One World thing right there, One World Alliance logo. Pretty sure that's what that little blue circle is. I don't know when British Airways joined One World Alliance. I think they've been in it for a long time. Looking at the landing gear, obviously forward landing gear is very far back and very tall. Fortunately, this wing doesn't quite come to a point, but in person, you can tell by my fingernail that this is really small. It's hard to notice in person, the imperfection right there. British Airways logo. That is the same as all British Airways. Let me get another British Airways aircraft. It's a 777-200. You can see same font, same everything. So this is the newest livery that they had in 2003 when it was retired. Going back, windows are very small. If you look at this aircraft, you can tell the windows are quite big. There's a lot of hair on there. You can tell the windows are quite big. These windows are very small, but despite that, they still have some modeled closed window shades. Moving back, there's the emergency escape door over the wing. Moving back, there is more windows. Moving all the way to the back, the rear door, rear escape door. Moving to the very tip of the tail. See, there's this space here, which is seen on the real aircraft. And the tail, I'm pretty sure that this, the real Concorde G Boab does have this white line that kind of cuts off the British flag. That is a little bit different than the current British Airways, though. That has more of a, it's like made of little white and red dots, and this is like an actual clean line. There is the, oh dang it, don't fail me. What's it called? Tail strike. They have the tail strike wheel right there. GPU exhaust on the very tip. That is crazy tiny in real life. Looking at it from the top. Alright, let me move this other plane out of the way. Looking at it from the top, you can see aerodynamic windshields, actual windows there. Escape hatch. Moving back, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is either. Maybe Wi-Fi box. I don't know if they had Wi-Fi on planes in 2003. Moving to the very back, I believe this is a luggage door on the other side in the tail. Now we're on the other side. Let's go back up here. I'm trying to read what this says. I would imagine that says, "Do not walk in this area." Okay, that's not what I thought it said, but that's what it does say. And these lines says do. I think that also says do not walk in this area. I'll have to look at it. Yeah, do not walk beyond this line. Okay. Tips of the wings are painted red. There are no beacon or nav lights or strobe lights modeled on the tip of the wings. Engines look good. They're not actually like a hole. It's just a small indent. Yeah, you can see there. They don't actually go all the way back, which is a little bit unfortunate. The engines, there you go. Famous Concorde engines. GeminiJets logo on the bottom. Landing gear. Hull for a stand. Flap actuators all modeled under there. Aircraft registration. Bottom landing gear. Looking at it from the back, that's the GPU exhaust. Or APU exhaust, my bad. Looking at it from the front, very sharp looking plane, very nice looking. Landing gear on both front and back is plastic, and it does not roll. And for scale, Let me bring back this 777 there. That's it next to 1/400 scale 777. Or if you don't have any models, here you can see it next to an American quarter. So that looks very nice. And here it is next to an American penny. It's not too big compared to the other planes. I mean, maybe it looks like it rivals in the size as a 757, but I think it's actually closer. Oh, that's an A321. I meant to grab my 737, but yeah, that's what the wingspan looks closest to. Very nice swept back delta wing. So that is the GeminiJets 1/400 British Airways Boab Concorde. And I hope you guys liked the video. There's one thing I'd like to talk about before I sign off is audio. I know that my audio is pretty trash because I'm using my camera and I'm like swinging it around, and the microphone is, I'm using the microphone on the camera, so when I put the camera up close it moves away from the mouth, or maybe I lean in to take a closer look and then the audio gets really loud, or I lean back and the audio gets really quiet. I'm hoping to get some microphones soon, like ones that clip on to your shirt, so the audio won't be so inconsistent. But I just wanted to let you guys know that the audio won't be this bad for much longer. But anyway, this was the review of GeminiJets British Airways Concorde. Make sure to like and subscribe. And this is GeminiJets 2006 signing off.